Coors Field at the foot of the Rocky Mountains in Denver, Colorado. MLB The Show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's Seoul going up against Los Angeles. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, just about set to go. And pitching here today, Nate Pearson. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Here's Trey Turner. That's
ball, that's low.
And we're underway here this afternoon.
1 o'clock. Ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Fought off foul. That's off the inside corner. And the count is 3-1.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And Rick That's a strikeout. Ted Williams now at the plate. And that's
ball one, no strikes.
Pearson. In his 5th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a sinker.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Ball, that's it.
That one missing inside. One out, bases empty. In the dirt, and now 3-2. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
That one fouled off. Williams, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And strike 2.
He got away with one
No
there,
balls,
but
2
he
strikes.
knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
The grab, and there's 2 away. So here's the cleanup hitter, Gil Hodges. And he's the home run leader on this team, Siggy. Soto really on his horse for it. And that is that. Back here with my pal Siggy. Getting the nod in this one, Eric Skubal.
He has great stuff, Boog, but what I love most is his drive. You know, when he takes the ball, he's going to give you everything he's got and try to pitch deep into the ball game. He's a true competitor, which makes it easy for his teammates to play hard for him. We're not going to see him take many pitches off, I can promise you that.
Ian Happ,
off the plate, ball 1.
Leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Foul ball there. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he held up. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Man,
2-2 the count.
91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
High fly ball out to center field. Beltran makes the grab, 1 down. Next to hit, Chipper Jones. Yeah, that's fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. And that's downstairs.
That's down.
And the count is 1-2. That's
That's
down
a ball.
and in.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The count's full.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty. Brooks Lee, the next to hit. Swinging a foul out of play. 2 outs, base is empty. Off the
Nope,
mark
that's a
there.
ball.
And that's ball 1. In there
Hey!
for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Back here in Denver, second inning set to go. This is Willie Castro. Pearson back to work. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. That's
Ball
off
1.
the mark, and it's 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have
2-2
him look
the count.
up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
What do you
Checks
got?
the swing. Appeal down to third, and no swing, says Joe McDonald. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. That one misses.
Ball.
So a
Take your
leadoff
bait.
walk. Juan Soto now. First
Yep,
pitch
that ball
misses.
went out.
And a foul ball.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Yeah.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds.
Hey!
You often hear the phrase short to it,
0-1.
long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing,
0-2
and
the
came
count.
away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. This one in the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Castro, the lead runner out at second. Soto at first with no outs.
We got full
That
count.
one missed.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Double steal. Stays alive. And that'll load the bases.
Take your bait.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Swung on, belted. That's back. Out of here. Grand slam. A towering shot to center, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 4-0. Here's Adley Rutschman.
Did he go?
Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. 4 runs already in the frame here at the top of the second. At 96, that pitch is in
One
for a
ball,
strike.
1 strike.
Well, at least he's got a clean slate after that grand slam. Nothing to think about
Ball.
on the bases, so he can really go after the hitter and just approach this like it's a clean inning, get the outs that you need, and get back into the
Did it
dugout.
go?
Rutschman checks his swing, appeal to third, didn't go. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
That's a
3
good
balls,
pitch
2
there.
strikes.
Really had some brawn and finished a little up
Ball
and in,
4, take your
just
base.
on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Turner
Nope.
takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. That one felt good. Second home run of the inning for him. And they add a pair. It's 6-0. So digging in, Ted Williams. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Ball
Inside. 1-1. And that's in there for a strike. The slider that
1
finds
ball,
the mark.
2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Not
2
close
balls,
with that
2
one.
strikes.
And the count now even up.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6
We got
or
a full
7
count.
pitches on one hitter.
9th pitch of the at-bat due next. This one smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add on. It's 7-0. And now it's going to be Carlos Beltran. First
Ball 1.
pitch just misses. And
Ball
another
2.
ball. Fouled off left side.
Ball inside.
And there's a hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where
Brother takes off. And first offering is fouled off. Beltran gets his lead at first with nobody out. On its way to the corner. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Strikes him out with 1-2. Here's the third baseman, Willie Castro. A walk and a run scored his first time. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. Make that 4 homers in the inning. And they tack on to their lead. It's 9-0. 1 out, base is empty. And now it's Juan Soto. Singled and scored his first time.
What do you got?
Swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third. Nope, he held back. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and 1-0
I got a ball, 1
on
strike.
the radar gun. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Gets to it, on to first.
He's out.
Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. 2 outs, bases empty. Digging in is the switch-hitting outfielder, Wenzel Perez. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Late on that fastball.
Just a bit
0-1's the
tardy
count.
there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Inside, ball 1.
Inside, just missed. That one is
Ball, that's
upstairs.
upstairs.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Rush to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. They are unloading here. Their 5th homer of the inning, and they add a run. It's 10-0. Here's Baez. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Yeah,
That's a ball.
Skips in the dirt.
Ball. We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. 2-2.
Full count.
Seager. 3rd out.
He's out.
Back here at Coors Field, bottom half of inning number 2 at the plate. Juan Soto. Scaring and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
And 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here's Joe Adele. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Scoop.
0-1's the count.
He's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. Rip, but it curls foul.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command to be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
That's out number 2. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt.
Ball, that's
Keeping
off the
players
plate.
off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today. The emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
Yeah, I think the other part, though, as well, is it goes both ways because I think that guys at times are more than willing to give up walks because they'll come back and strike the next hitter out. Jump throw across his body.
He's
on the
out.
money. Nice play. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning. And now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
0-1.
Well, he's back out here
that's
for the
upstairs.
3rd, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now here is Trey Turner. Pitch
Ball
misses
inside.
1-0.
Ball 2.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Two
This
balls,
guy's got such a
one
good
strike.
sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look
Inside,
down,
ball
you're
3.
chasing stuff in the dirt.
One down, base is empty.
Hey!
Strike in there.
Count is 3-2.
And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Around second is Turner. And he's got himself a triple.
He was all over that one. Good pitch, hard and inside, but he showed off some quick hands, got the barrel to it, and was able to yank it into the outfield.
Hey!
Williams batting with one down.
0-1's the
takes
count.
strike. Base hit and a run in to score.
Picks himself up an RBI. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced
1-0.
approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Beltran at the plate and takes high there.
That's in.
Missed.
Ball 2.
Man at first, one away. Right through there for a strike. And it one-hops the wall. The throw in, coming home. He will score. Can't pick it up with the bare hand.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Absolutely smoked the baseball. It just jumped off the lumber, and when you're able to find it.
Adele moves under it. He makes the grab, and that should get the job done as he tags from third. In to score is the runner from third, and the lead continues to grow. Two down, base is empty. Down the third baseman, Willie Castro. Yeah, there's the strike. Two gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Hit in the air, right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 14-0. Base hit, and that extends the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Perez at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
Nope. Outside.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Hammered, base hit, and out to a board.
Back-to-back singles. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock.
Inside.
Those always feel good.
Baez, the next to hit, takes ball 1. That's a base hit. Coming around third is Soto. He'll score. It's an RBI single, 15-0.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice one.
They take the force out. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. As we go to the last of the third. Now, here is Yandy Diaz. They say to win.
0-1's the count.
And it's fouled away. And he couldn't couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. First-round pick out of Indiana back in 2014. Clips the outside corner. And it's 0-1. To the right side. Hodges steps on the bag, and two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Anthony Santander at the plate. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that turns the lineup over.
Back against the wall with two strikes, but found a way. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
0-1.
Stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Sliced down the right side. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me
Ball
fired.
All right, Singy, when you played,
Counts 1-0.
how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't.
I got one ball,
Even
one
on the
strike.
road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low-key.
So up next, Ted Williams. And first offering is fouled off. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like
Ball,
to say.
that's too high.
Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too?
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now? Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. A monster shot to right. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 16-0. And now here is Carlos Beltran. Adele makes the grab for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Gil Hodges. Started
Ball
to
1,
swing,
no strike.
held up. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Top half of inning number 4. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that'll do it. Ready to go, bottom 4. And the batter now, Chipper Jones. Up and
Ball
in,
1.
and that is ball 1.
This group of hitters, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact
1-1.
on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with
Ball.
those locations, and that's been
2-1.
true again today.
Puts it away for the out.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
0-1's the count.
Lee, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that
That's a
one is
ball.
downstairs. Now 1-2.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
And now
Ball
it's
2.
even up.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Got him looking. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Here's Juan Soto. And he gets tied up right there.
Talk
0-1.
about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Swing and a miss.
Well, he just threw that fastball
No
by
balls,
him,
2 strikes.
elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Trying to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third. He did not go around. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 3 up, 3 down, inning over.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff, nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Schaub. Thanks for joining us.
Mr. Misfit, but I ain't Mr. Fit in months. This some rich shit, like Gucci peppers for my runs. I get so much, I lose my mind, put on a new one. I guess what they say about the mind, kinda true, huh? A terrible thing to waste. New watch, the color just spoke to me. A parrot was in the face. New rat, they ghost to me. Hilarious in the way. My smacker too close to me. While classy taking my coat from me. I blast the dope is she on the dopamine. Locally, I be overseas. Overseas, I be ODB. I'm the one that turned the arch to gold like Mickey D. Them thunder thuns, they told me mo. Then pop. Mini Connie, mommy.
From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, welcome to Forbes Field. Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's the elite going up against the Anteaters. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, just about set to go. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings. Randy Johnson. And Siggy, he's a war. From the city of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park, the show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the elite taking on the ballers. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the mound today, Pedro Martinez. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
Well, this guy's got sort of a tweener, not quite a slider velocity.
No,
and
that
not as
missed.
slow
That's
as
a ball.
Curve. It's in between, and he adds and subtracts
One and
velocity
out.
on it, which makes it harder for the hitters to really get that front foot down and
Ball
have the
inside.
timing they need to be successful.
The pitch behind with that swing. It's strike one.
2-1.
Throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Caught! And he made a great effort on that one. Ted Williams digs in now. Check swing called strike. That's strike one. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. And that's way high. And the count 1-2.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A gigantic blast. And that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. Now, Carlos Beltran. Dominguez under it. Makes the catch. 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Gil Hodges.
That's inside.
In the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. On the ground to third. Throw over to
Got
Doug,
him.
and the inning is over. Back at Citizens Bank Park, and today's starting pitcher, Nate Pearson.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real
That's a
weapon
ball.
in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Swing and a miss struck him out. Brian Roberts will hit next. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Base is empty. That in the triple digits.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now at the plate, Adam Dunn. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground at first, Hodges. He steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in Philadelphia, top of the second. This is Willie Castro. Martinez back to work. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swings through that.
0-2.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A shot to the opposite field, and they tack one on the board. From 41 Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. We've got Diamond Dynasty baseball tonight. It's Seoul taking on Great Britain. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go, and starting in this one, John Donaldson. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport singing.
Boog, he's a guy that takes great care of himself because he wants to finish every game he starts. I think for any lineup that faces him, you've got to try to have lengthy
That's off
at-bats
the
and
plate.
run up that pitch count. Anything to help get him out of the game early.
Fouled off down the right side. That misses
Two balls,
the zone.
one strike.
And it's 2-1. Sliced hard but foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That count is
misses,
full.
and it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Here's the left fielder, Ted Williams. And a foul ball. They got it for out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. And now Carlos Beltran. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Oh,
I mean,
one's
that's
the count.
perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy
1-1.
demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
And there's a ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2-2 the count.
Next
3
pitch is
balls, 2
outside.
strikes.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that
That's ball 4.
fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Hey.
Here goes the runner. Strike in there. Go
Safe.
to second. He's safe. Foul ball still 0-2. Man at second. That's
Ball.
down and in. A slider missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And that's the third out. Back here in Queens, here's Juan Soto. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Castro makes the play, and there's one down. Now the number 2 hitter, Scott Rowland. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits.
Nope. That's inside.
Yeah, the
Ball.
1-2 misses to even the count.
2
Didn't
balls,
get the result
2
he wanted,
strikes.
but that's a nice pitch right there.
High fly ball down the left field line.
No,
And a
that's
foul
foul.
ball. 1 out, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So 2 down now, and here is Carlos Beltran. Just
Ball! That
missed.
pitch is out.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
He's
I got
looking
a
pretty
ball, 1
sharp to
strike.
start the ball game. He's got that good fastball working early.
Not
2
even
balls,
close
1 strike.
there. And it's 2-1. And that is out of play. On the ground to the left. Baez whips it to first on the run.
You're out.
And he gets him. Nicely done. New inning getting started. This is Willie Castro. And there's a foul ball. Donaldson delivers. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got it. And that's the first down. Wants Soto down. Santana on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Wenzel Perez. And that's in there for strike 1.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking
That's
forward
a
to hearing a
ball.
lot of that one in this one.
No score
I got
here
1
in the
ball, 1
second.
strike. Nope, that's a ball.
Slice to right. Adele on the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here at Citi Field. Now the left fielder, Ted Williams. That's it. Strike 1.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
Check swing, and he
0-2.
wins. And that is strike 2. Registers the punch out and hits 101. And now Gil Hodges. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Back to the mound. It hit him. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the lefty. Hope he's all right. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. That
Ball,
misses.
that's out.
Ball 1. And
2
another
balls,
ball.
no
Last
strike.
2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Maybe a 2 ball. 5, 4,
He's out.
3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. And we're back. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. Now it's Javier Baez. That
Ball
misses
1, no
the
strikes.
zone, and that's ball 1. Baez getting to start at shortstop, 32 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico.
Well, that's today's style
1
of
ball, 1
baseball right
strike.
there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time
That's a
pop
ball.
at the plate.
Check swing, and
We got
that's
2
a ball.
balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that
2.
one.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit
2-2
to
count.
what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty
Helpful.
slider with just terrific bite at the end.
3-2. Payoff pitch. Makes through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Adley Rutschman. That one fouled off. Donaldson winds and fires. Foul ball there. Top of the 3rd, no score. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So the lineup flips over. Trey Turner now. Swing and a miss, and 102 on the
0-1's
radar
the count.
gun. Cut out and missed at 101.
No
That is
balls, 2
strike 2.
strikes.
Ring him up, says Darryl Parker. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Bobby Grich. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Corey Seager now in the box.
Oh,
Comes up empty with a swing there. The
1-1.
shortstop takes the ball. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's Joe Adele. And that one lifted in the air center field. Beltran makes the catch, and that'll do it.
Yes. No ifs, ands, or maybe. I don't let drama faze me. See on my grind heavy for my baby.
Back here in Queens, stepping in, Ted Williams. Donaldson back to work. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1's the count.
And that
Ball,
misses.
that's inside.
And now it's even 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. Grich tosses to first.
Got him.
1 up, 1 down. And here is Carlos Beltran. Walked his first time. Rolling. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And first offering is fouled off. They say you went.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Just
Ball,
misses
that's
with
down.
that one.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past,
That's
but it's
ball
still
2.
impressive to watch.
That
Counts
one
full.
misses, and it's 3-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball
That
or
ball's
strike,
foul.
if he swings or not.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Adele moving back on it. Pulls it in on the warning track. Back here at Citi Field, and now it's Juan Soto. That
Ball
misses.
1.
Ball 1.
Well, these players just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone.
I got a ball, 1
You
strike.
can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That's a strike.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep
That's
working
out.
the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And that's too high.
full.
And foul ball.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Donaldson to first. They get the out on Soto. So digging in, Scott Rowland. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2 is the
Another
count.
0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Next
1 ball,
one in the dirt.
2 strikes.
All tied up here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Carlos Beltran getting ready to hit. Ball one
Nope.
there. Hard hit, right side. Throws to first.
He's out.
And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Willie Castro.
Willie Castro.
And that
Off the
one
plate,
just
ball one.
misses. A ball and no strikes.
Well, these guys just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one.
Hey!
Just one base runner to this point, and it's not
1-1.
exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that's with a swing. It's a strikeout. Next is the designated hitter, Juan Soto. First
Ball one.
offering, and it just misses. That one in triple digits.
I got 1
Bases
ball, 1
empty,
strike.
1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Ball, that's out.
Outside, and it's 2-2. And a good
Lead
eye
kill.
there.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Ground ball right
Foul
side,
ball.
and that's just foul. 1 down, base is empty. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Wenzel Perez. Pop foul out of play off to the right. 2 down, nobody on.
Hey!
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now Ted Williams. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, he's looking
0-1.
great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay tries to get back and save.
Everything came together for him. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
The 1-0 from Donaldson. And that one fouled off.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you
2
really
balls,
have to
1
execute
strike.
on the mound.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. That pitch gets the corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
And that
Count
one
it
missing
3-2.
inside a sharp slider. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the catcher, Carlos Santana. He hit into a double play his first time up. Check swing, went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1's the count.
The runner at second with 1 away. And that
Ball
one is
in.
inside ball 1. Squirts away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there. In the dirt, but kept close. No advance, 3 balls and a strike. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Rich swings through it for
0-1.
strike 1. And swing and a miss. 1 out. Runners at
0-2.
first and second.
One ball, two strikes.
In the dirt. Runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Let's go. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Here's Corey Seager. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
In the dirt, but no advance from the runners. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
One
He
ball,
has a tendency
two
to
strikes.
chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
That's ball 2.
Next offering is downstairs. 2 aboard, 2 outs. That's
We
down
got a
and
full
in.
count.
And they're all
That's ball
loaded
4.
up.
Take your
Well,
bet.
that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Adele
Ball,
up to bat
inside.
next. Lays off for a ball.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can
No, that's low.
find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate.
Hey.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2
2 balls,
and 1.
1 strike.
There's a strike.
Three.
Strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. Back here in Queens, Javi Baez digs in right side. Slider right there.
It really looks like these hitters
0-1.
have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away
Ball.
from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
That one hammered center field. Beltran drifts towards it. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. Now the catcher up to hit. Adley Rutschman
Adley.
struck out swinging his first time. Way back there. Oh, he can't bring it in. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second safely. Here's Turner now.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. To second, but way too late.
Now
Safe
batting,
there.
the left fielder, Ted
1 out. Runner at second. Here's the left fielder, Ted
Nope.
Williams.
Ball 1.
First pitch, and he just misses. Beltran has this one sized up. Out number 2. Here's the center fielder, Carlos Beltran. He's 0 for 1. That's
No.
inside.
Inside.
And it's through for a hit. Flying around third is Turner. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead. And here's Here's the first baseman, Gil Hot.
Runner.
Runner on the go. Pitch
Nope.
misses inside.
He's safe.
Safe at second, and that was not close.
Inside, ball 2.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him
Hey!
expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
Nope,
Off the mark
outside.
there. And that's ball 3.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations. And right
Hey!
here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in
Full
scoring
count,
position,
3-2.
he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
So now 2
Ball.
on
Take
and
your
2
bait.
outs.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
Castro.
0-1's the
Got to
count.
play for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. That
Ball
just
1.
misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
That
Aye.
puts the corner. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That's smashed towards center. And that's that. Bottom of the 6th. And now, Juan Soto.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs
0-1.
across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give
Ball,
that
that's
other team
inside.
any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Just
Ball,
missed.
that's inside. Inside, ball 3.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
That one misses.
Nope.
So
Ball
a
4.
leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Fouled off. He was late. On the corner for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ball.
And that's downstairs and outside. Next
Ball.
offering is down low.
That's a really good take.
What do you
Check
got?
swing. Now we'll look down to first. No, he held up. And ball
Ball
4
4.
to aboard.
First base.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
Carlos Beltran now at the plate. He's grounded out a couple of times. Adam Ottavino will take over here.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs
Ball,
to
that's
get.
in.
So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
That one
Ball,
drifts
that's in.
inside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate,
Ball 3.
it's going to bring in some runs.
And that's in for a strike. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and he'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Williams in the box now, takes strike 1. Oh, he hit him.
Timeout.
And that
ball
brings
got him
home
right
a run.
there. First base.
Man, that's tough. You can see him out there working hard to try to get out of that situation, but I just think he tried to do too much.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get out one
2.
hitter at a time.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And
Ball 1.
just misses with that one.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
And down on strikes he goes. And that is a big first out. Carlos Santana. Tap foul at the plate. And he swings through that one.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher
0-2 is
that
the
he's
count.
willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still
Inside,
try to get
ball
that
one.
ground ball double play.
The 1-2.
3.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Snaps it to first and barely back in on a dive. So up next, Bobby Grich. Both 2 in this one. Misses
Ball.
the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
Yeah. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Next
Ball
offering
2.
misses down and away.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Smoked on the ground to second. Turner with the throw
Got
to
it.
first. They limit the damage. Top of inning number 7. And now the DH, Juan Soto. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1's the
That
count.
bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
Parrott in the box again, takes the strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield, got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
Counts 1-0.
Baez up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside ball 1. In the air out towards right center. Adele. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back here at Citi Field, stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Brooks Lee. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Matt Strong.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves.
Ball 1.
Late and close. There's not
1-0.
much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Inside ball.
And that's off the inside edge. Ball 2. Now one
That's ball
miss.
3.
So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Going to be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to
Ball
this
4,
mound,
take
but
the
you've
base.
got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
And now the right fielder, Joe Adele. Check swing, called strike. That one the other way, Turner. The throw to second.
That's an out.
Over to first.
He's safe.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Ball
Soto
1, no
in
strike.
now, takes ball 1 off the plate. In there at the knees, and the count is
1-1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. And that one fouled off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the
Ball,
plate.
that's off the
Go
plate.
ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Next
Ball
pitch is
2.
downstairs. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And that ends the inning. We go to the 8th, and here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. Donaldson back to work. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a run runner aboard to start the inning.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
The batter number 6.
Trey Turner at the plate. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Steps off, lead runner back to second.
Now pitching. Williams.
Check
That's the
swing.
ball.
He held up. 1-0. That one back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Runner tags at second. The relay to third.
He's in there.
He's in safely at third with 1 out. Digging in, Ted Williams. 0 for 3 in this one. Up and
Ball.
in, and it's 1-0.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up
Ball
a bit.
2.
Mission accomplished.
1 away with a runner at third, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield.
He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives, and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 2 outs. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Kicks and deals.
Ball, that's out.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Just
3-2.
off the outside edge. Rutschman at third with 2 away. Williams takes the play, and that is that. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Carlos Beltran. Hard ground ball for a base stop. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Aaron Bowman comes on now.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect.
To first, and he breaks for second. Next to hit, Ted Williams. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Runner goes again. Pitch
That's a
misses.
ball.
Throw to second, and he's out. And downstairs.
Bam.
Got him swinging. Gil Hodges digs in now. 1 for 3. Out front and foul to the left side. Looking to get the tying run on base.
That's a ball.
That one
2
got
balls,
close.
1 strike.
2 balls and a strike. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2 balls,
2 outs, base
2
is
strikes.
empty.
Full count.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Perez rings it in with a nice running grab. We go to the 9th, and now the first baseman, Gil Hodges. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, hauls it in, 1 away. And the batter now, Willie Castro. Beltran makes the play, and there's 2 away. So now here's the DH, Juan Soto. On the ground, Lee handles, throws to first. They get the out on Soto. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 9th, and here is Carlos Santana. That's a ball.
Inside,
Tried
ball
to
1.
attack with the sweeper. And that
That's
one is
in. Ball 2.
inside.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
1-run game, bottom 9. That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1.
Ball inside.
Just missed. And a swing and a miss there.
It might be time to
We got a
choke
full
up
count.
a little bit.
3-2.
Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That one 95 to finish him off. Here's the second baseman. Felix Bautista comes on trying to close it out.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are
0-1.
going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high
Ball,
stress.
that's low.
Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Check
Ball
swing,
2.
no appeal.
Really good check swing right there. So difficult to hold off on the slider from a same
3
side
balls,
thrower.
1
Very
strike.
difficult to pick up the release point.
Ball 4.
No, ball
He's
4.
working. And that keeps things going.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Stop.
So digging in, Brooks Lee. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Good
No
late
balls, 2
sink
strikes.
on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The
Ball 1.
shortstop takes the ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And that's a strikeout looking. And they're down to their last out. So 2 down now, and here is Joe Adele.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
In the dirt, blocked, and the runner stays where he is. Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate. This could end it. Way
That's
high.
ball 2.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline.
3. Got him, and that's the ball game.
This was by no means an offensive outburst.